This week in technology, we learned about pixels and we demonstrated our understanding by creating old school video game characters with pixel art. So I know you all know what pixel art is and we've done it before in class, but what is a pixel? So a pixel, first of all, the word pixel is short for the word picture element. A pixel is a single point or dot of color in a larger image. Large images are made up of thousands of small pixels. Now, if each one of these cubes represents a pixel, you should know that 8 bits make up a pixel, and 8 bits is equal to 1 byte in size. A little more about pixels. Your computer breaks down each picture into tiny blocks of color or pixels that are organized in a grid across your screen. Each pixel contains only one single color, and by combining thousands and thousands of these pixels, programs can draw complicated pictures onto your screen. When you think about the video games that you play, many of the characters or sprites are very realistic. I know I have sons, and the games they play, I can't believe that it's not really a video of people running around on the screen. But when video games first came out in the 80s, they didn't, technology did not have, was not advanced enough to have as many pixels as it does now. So that is the reason why your video game characters look so much more realistic than the old school characters. So I want to show you this by looking at the original Mario. He was only 16 pixels or blocks or dots high and 12 pixels wide. The same Mario today, same size, is 67 pixels tall and 50 pixels wide. So he's nearly 15 times as, 15 times more pixels, because these pixels, even though it's the same size, the pixels are tinier and there are more of them. So the picture is more crisp. The lines are crisp. And those advances in technology have gone over to our television screens. You can ask your parents. The TVs today, the high definition TVs, the picture is incredible compared to the TVs we watched growing up. So if you looked at this house here, if we zoomed in, you would be able to see that the outline is just made up of these kinds of pixels. And if you've ever enlarged a picture too big, a low quality or low pixel image, you know that it gets pixelated or has that blocky look. But pixel art and is kind of all the rage, that retro feel. Even we see that with the game of Minecraft. So it is very popular now. And I thought one way to kind of demonstrate your understanding would be to create an old school video game character using 8-bit art. So I'm going to go over to my student account here. And what I suggest you do is, after you play around with the software a little bit, you look for 8-bit video game characters. You just search that and then click images. And you will get a bunch of images of all different kinds of characters. I'm going to suggest that the first character you don't make it all that complicated. Pick something that's a little bit easier. Like this is okay. This is a little bit much. This guy here has a lot less colors. And I believe the guy I did was right here. So I picked this thing. I don't even know what game he's from. And then what I did is I copied this. I put this on one side of the screen. So I pulled my little tab down. Okay. And then I resized my screen. Let me see if I can do this here. Okay. Let me move him back up a little bit so you can see. And I moved him over. And then I tried to copy him as best as I could with this here. Okay. And I just kind of did it as best as I could. So I don't want you to go crazy and just wing it. I want you to really try to make it as similar as you can to the real thing. And just to go over how to use this program, you can move these boxes around by putting your pointer on the four-headed arrow and moving it. To pick a color, you have to click on a color. And let me pick a brown here. And just click and drag. Okay. Maybe use a different shade here. All right. And if you make a mistake, let's say I turn around and do this. Oh no, I can click undo and it will undo my mistake. One of the things when I was first playing around with this program, I found that I couldn't remember which shade of brown I had used or which shade of green. You can click history here and it'll show you the colors in your history. And if you want to get rid of something, the first thing you can do is pick this here. It's just like this canvas. It'll make it transparent or get rid of everything. You could just click and drag, or you can click on the scissors and then highlight the area you want to delete and it'll go away. Let's say you have to go eat dinner and you don't want to lose your work, but you're not done. What you're going to do next is click Import Save and click Local Store. You'll get a pop-up. The pop-up says your art has been saved locally to your browser. You can see all locally saved art by clicking the Open Existing Art button. So you just click OK, but if you need it, you can click this Import Local Art, and you can see the last few times I saved my images. Okay, now let's say you're done and you want to save your character so that you can turn it in, and that won't be until week 8. What you'll do is I always like to close it out and click again because sometimes it gets glitchy. So click the Import and Save, click Selection. And what you want to do is to save your image about 1 row above and 1 row on the sides. So I'll click where I think that might be, click and drag. So perfect. It's 1 row above my dinosaur and 1 row to the left. And I can drag this all over. As long as I don't let go of my mouse, I'm good. And I'm going to go over here. Once I'm happy with where it is, I'll let go. This will pop up. There's a couple different ways you can save this. If you click on it once, it will download it, but it doesn't tell you where it is, so you have to find it. I recommend that you right-click. Make sure you click Save Image As and not Save Link. Save Image As. This box will pop open. I like saving it on my desktop because I know I can find it easily there. And I just will name mine after the character, Dino Pixel Art. Whoops. And hit save. And it'll be there when I'm ready to turn it in. I think that's it. I hope that helps you if you missed class. If you have any questions, as always, use your Canvas inbox and send me a message. I'm here to help. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.